Like I said, anything that made me feel like a slave, I wasn't with it. The mind is but a magnet to what you want.
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
You know, I believe in the law of attraction.
The key to living the law of attraction. Constant repetition carries conviction.
And I believe that that you can speak things into existence. And I believe that when you know where you're going and you know what you want, the universe has a way of stepping aside for you.
I just think visualizing something and believing in it is just very important to the process of success.
When things are going good and you visualize these good things happening, you visualize more good things happening, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff. And that was what I was able to do. I was able to, you know, even though I was having these troubles at home, and even though I had no job, no, you know what I mean, or whatever, didn't know what I was doing. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. But I still was able to feel like it was. I still was able to go into a different, just like use my imagination, like a kid would use his imagination. I was basically just using my imagination. I'm sitting here holding the steering wheel, visualizing a brand new car and visualizing good things in times of struggle. When you can do that, I think that really makes that law of attraction work.
Like attracts like. You have to understand, you are a magnet. Whatever you are, that's what you draw to you. If you're negative, you're gonna draw negativity. You're positive, you draw positive. You're a kind person, more people are kind to you. So you're like a magnet, you know, and you gotta understand something about like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. This is so true. You've got to grab this. You gotta create dream boards. You gotta put the new car up on your mirror. Put the weight you want to be on the refrigerator. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That's the law of attraction. That's what you bring to you.
Around 2010, 2011, I went through this huge spiritual thing where I became obsessed with the power of the mind. And I got into it deep, like really deep, just meditation, visualization, and just realizing how powerful our minds actually are, like how we really do paint our world with our thoughts and our level of self-belief. So I took myself from being very average-minded to actually believing that I was the shit, and believing that I could be the shit and that I could be the GOAT and be the greatest and never lose. Into, like, I took myself to a different place mentally, and a lot of it came from mental practice and meditation and visualization and just...
When you're in the gym, you know, to get in shape, that sounds great when you're sitting on the couch or you're back before the starting line wargaming how great it'd be to finish the marathon under 3 hours. But when you start running the third, fourth mile, all of a sudden, whoa, we lose our interest in that goal because it gets too hard. You gotta find more fucking value and believe in yourself before you embark on these journeys. And once you have it, guys, let's jump forward. Once you have that belief, let's say you can figure that belief out. That's so strong that it overrides the crowd's disbelief, the adversities, anything. You welcome that shit because that right there is supposed to fucking happen. Because without that kind of abuse on you, you will not become the battle-tested, proven champion that holds the title, that has the value of the title.
Was there any books that you recommend that was a really good book for you growing up?
You know, one that changed my life was The Secret, the Law of Attraction, the book on the Law of Attraction.
The law of attraction.
The law of attraction.